Okay, hello. We are doing some VODs today. We got one VOD, one game in particular, sent by a player of mine from a team I coach. This VOD reads, Did I throw this game? That is the VOD title. Did I throw this game? DPS claimed I was throwing and I was the sole reason we lost because I didn't counter swap enough. And that the map doesn't matter on tank. They said I didn't take enough damage, and when I tried to counter swap for them as Zarya, they told me to counter swap again, even though I felt like I was doing well and dominating. The entire last point I asked them to play slower because I wanted to build charge so we could push together. They refused and kept wasting ults and going in alone. This is why I hate playing tank in comp. So, I'm gonna record this video, take a couple notes, and hopefully get that back to them so they can maybe have some peace of mind or have some things that they know they need to work on. Okay. It's Gibraltar. Already hearing Zarya is a little interesting, but let's go in.
Ready for battle.
Alright. Taking a look at our teams here. I'm looking at the D.Va on Team 1. This is the person who submitted the VOD. Okay. And they should be defending first on this map as they're the blue team. Okay, let's take a look where we're sitting. Okay, so we start out on D.Va. You do. And from what I think I remember from the conversation I had with them, this is a gold game, a silver gold game, I think. So we do have to take that in consideration. Individual skill probably not the best. That's how you would probably climb, though, is just getting better on each hero. That's a cool Ana skin. Oh, that's the new Ana skin. Very nice. Okay, so we're sitting D.Va high ground. From what it looks, we got... So basically we have questions to answer. Is our D.Va here throwing?
3, 2,
or not?
1.
So are they the problem, basically?
Stop the payload.
We'll watch. Okay, so already with what the enemy team's running, with the Pharah and this guy, if I were the blue team, I would be thinking, who on my team can take care of that Pharah? It's going to be the Ana and the D.Va that are the ones who can take care of the Pharah. You do have to know, though, with having a Zen and an Ana on your team, if the Ana is pulling her focus towards the Pharah, the Zen has to make sure he's looking at especially squishies, or maybe keeping his orb on D.Va. That's one of those things, especially in silver and gold, it's like, do you trust that, you know, the Zen's gonna help heal up the team if the Ana's not doing it? I mean, right now, Zen has his orb on D.Va, who is not taking any damage right now, whereas the backline has. So already Zen could be doing way better than he is. Orb on D.Va is now probably doing well. We back up. How low did the enemy Pharah get and not die? Hold on. The enemy Pharah was low there for a second. I didn't see what happened to her. Half HP? She does get healed. Their healing line, I mean, I'm thinking silver gold here. Their healing lineup is much stronger right now, especially I would say for this first, like for this part. This high ground part, not so much, but then once Kiri's gonna dominate here way better than anybody else does. But then once we get around here, their healing lineup's looking a lot stronger than your backline. Again, it kind of comes down to skill, who's better, but... Okay, backing up. We don't really have angles. Okay. Zen died. Zen died because Zen did not move at all from his spot. Zen was here when the round started. Oh, let's see. The round started how many minutes ago? Hold on, let me go to this. He's stood in the same spot for a minute 15. He stood in the same spot for a minute, and then see people die right off the bat. Hold on. We gotta look. I do think that. Let's just go back. Let's look. We gotta. This is my first time looking, so we wanna look at all this. You back up because you're being pressured. Doesn't mean you can't go back. Your Junkrat is you're okay. Okay. So as D.Va, you have boosters. You probably want to be using boosters on cooldown. I see the... Whoa. Well, at least you're both having fun. I imagine here is good, getting ult charge, doing your thing. If you don't have someone playing up here, though, with you, helping maybe find a target, dive a target, like when that Pharah was low, if you had a Tracer or you had somebody over here, maybe even your Pharah, helping out with that, you probably could have killed the other Pharah or somebody else in the backline easily. The only issue with being D.Va in this sense right now is that you don't really have anybody on your team that's going to be doing dive with you besides the Pharah. So if the Pharah's not taking these angles with you, is D.Va the play? That's what I would be asking myself. Is if I know I'm wanting to find a squishy and kill them, if I'm unable to do that myself, is this the hero that I want to do? Or do I need to play back with my team, maybe run something else that can get out easier or that has a bubble like Winston? I don't know. That's what I would ask myself. I'm not the best tank player in the world. Your Junkrat comes up here with you. He's a little late though. If he was gonna be holding this angle with you, he should have been there already when you were up here. Now you've taken some damage. I wouldn't think you'd have to leave. You could just kind of hide out in here. Here's how this would be better. So I know that the Ana and you have queued up together. We like to sit Ana on my higher teams. We like to sit Ana on these boxes. The reason for that, D.Va, is like if you were here and now you've taken damage because the D.Va's kind of in your face or the Pharah's kind of doing some poke damage, you come back in here. And when you're back in here, your Ana, who should be sitting on boxes, has a clear line of sight of you right here. You just kind of back up, then you can go back in over here, kind of do your thing, but then you have this safety where your Ana can rotate in a little bit and help you, but also have an ability to rotate out if she needs to. So that's where I would be holding. I don't think flying back is something you have to do, especially now your Junkrat's in. Then again, your Pharah and your Junkrat should be trying to hold some sort of angle with you. The whole point of having a backline like yours is so that you aren't next to them. You don't want to be with them. The reason you don't want to be with them is because all the fire then goes to them. They want to be as far away from the action as possible, so that's why you want to be up there. So what I see, if you were turned around not flying back, I like what I see. The Pharah also needs to be up here doing damage. You just hide in these places, or like you can kind of hold here or fall back here to boxes to get heals, and then you go back. You look for a new opportunity to kill somebody. This right here is looking too passive, especially now. what happens now is, if we were to be, let's say, hold on, the enemy Pharah, what do we see? Yeah, I want to see from enemy Pharah's point of view. Okay. Enemy Pharah sees 4 of you. Enemy Pharah only has to look one place to know where your whole team is. And enemy Pharah sees Zen is in a very compromising position. The issue, your Ana is way too close. Way too close. Why Ana is here, I don't know and never will know. This is not the place you want to be. Ana wants to be as far from the action as possible. Ana wants to be up here. Because what does the diva have to do to get to you? She has to go past the junk, she has to go past the Pharah, and she has to go past the diva just to get to you. And if diva goes past your front line to get to you up here on boxes, or even if you are back here on these boxes, if she has to go past you, then all that your front line sees are these people. And right now, this Moira needs to be punished. Moira has Discord. Moira is half. Moira should die right now. But we're not doing anything. We're all sitting here all together. Is this a tank? Is this a tank throw? No. This is team bad moment right here. We're also fighting different things. We now are like, oh crap, she came onto our Zen, and now we're going to try and kill her because, well, we antied her, now we can shoot her and kill her. But we forget Diva has boosters, so I hope that maybe most of us look at her. It would help. What is Pharah looking at? Let's see what our Pharah is looking at. Our Pharah is dogfighting the other Pharah. So our Pharah isn't even looking at the other Diva. Our Junkrat is off doing whatever Junkrat wants to do, down on point. And we are worried about the Diva that just killed our Zen. I would see this as a good opportunity, but our DPS don't see it as an opportunity. So if our DPS aren't going to do anything about it, then it's like, wow, I don't know. What's the point in doing something about that then? As Diva, please don't be looking at enemy tanks. If the Diva was a little lower and she was antied, maybe throw some rockets on her. But right now, the biggest opportunity you have is to play with your Junkrat and try to go for some of these people. Because once you go in, Junkrat will feel more confident going in as well. You need to think about playing for your team and not playing for you. Don't play for you, play for your team. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there who would say otherwise, like, no, you just need to do you and try to carry and you'll be fine. Yeah, go play Rainbow Six. Go play CSGO. Go play Val. Go carry on those games. But you're not going to be able to do that kind of thing here. You need to think about what's best for your team in this moment. Yeah, your Zen just died. Is going after the Diva who's sitting in front of your face doing absolutely nothing right now going to be that priority? No, you both are DMing each other afraid to shoot. Her backline's just doing whatever they want. Look at all these heals that they're just throwing around. They don't care. There's no pressure here. They're not sweating. Why aren't you making the backline sweat? That's your whole purpose as a dive tank. That's what you want to do. Your Junkrat's trying. Your Junkrat, I don't know if you guys are in comms or not, but he's also hitting nothing. He's not looking or aiming really at anything, so that's skill issue. But let's keep watching. All right, I want to make it slower. My eyesight's probably not what you would consider to be the best. Okay, so you do kill the enemy farm. Great. As soon as you kill someone, you think next. Ana, if you are worried about seeing the Diva, you need to be on boxes. Try to get more high ground so that you can have a better line of sight. Right now, as Ana, I would be, if I was here, I would be trying to throw a nade somewhere near your cart. If I was here, I'd be looking for the supports to throw a nade on. What happens when you do a little bit of damage to a support? Think silver gold. What happens when you do a little bit of damage to a support? They use an ability or they heal each other. And if they're using an ability, amazing. If they're healing each other, amazing. That's an opportunity. And we need to be taking advantage of those opportunities. Especially if this diva flies in anytime soon. OMG. We could. We could. Doing a little poke damage to him. That's good. Now diva sees you. Leave. Leave or go past. Don't let her walk on you. Don't let her walk on you. You have now said, okay, you're the better diva. That's what you just did. You said, okay, you're the better diva. And right now, your Ana is way too close. Again. Again, the diva has now confronted you into a 1v1. You'd never want to take diva 1v1s unless they are low. Right now, she has every right to take the 1v1 with you and finish you off. She does. And now, this guy is like, ha! Ah! Look, my diva just peeled for me. I'm fine. Yeah, but you're not fine. And you don't have enough heals. And now Kiri comes up because Kiri says someone's low. The tank's low. I can do a little DPS moment while healing my tank. Easy peasy. And she does. She's throwing those kunais at you because she's feeling confident. Look at her go. And you guys have given up. You back down. You're done. This fight's over. And no one on their team has perished in the way where you're finding responsive. Oh. Ana, where are you going? Okay. Oh. Okay. So. Yes, this room's nice. This room is nice because of health pack. But you know what's nicer? Your team. You have health pack, you have your team. I don't mind stepping into this room sometimes, but I've even found, even in higher ranked games, that if I'm trying to back away or run away from somebody, running into this room separates me from my team. So rule of thumb, it would probably be better if you just continue running all the way back here because your team spawns here and you have this health pack and you can wait for your supports to heal you up. You have plenty of time to retouch. Don't be thinking that you guys have to retouch right now. You have plenty of time. So let's see how this continues to play out. Ana's for sure dead. Ana perishes. We don't want her to perish because she's main thing for heals right now. She's not main heals, but she's flex best heals. Your Pharah's doing some damage. Diva lost her. That's great. Zen needs to look at... Okay. He does. Takes him a second, but... We come back. Alright. We come back. You're back. Who you looking at? It better not be that diva. If it's that diva, shame. Shame. Better not be that diva. Better? Better? Yes. She used an orb. You see that orb? All she has is fade. If you don't boost, as soon as it's off cooldown, I'll scream.
Establishing aerial position.
If you don't boost, right now. No. Why? She is nothing to you. Diva's nothing. Diva's trash. That Moira, all she's thinking is, oh, Diva, stay right there because I'm about to die. That's exactly what she's thinking. She used her fade. Thankfully, she's doing some damage to them. But man, that Moira. She has fade back now, but it's too late. See, it's too late to go in. On Diva, it's too late. And there goes your health. Womp. Goodbye. I wouldn't consider it a throw moment, just missed opportunities. That's just little things. Little things that would take your gameplay even higher. And yeah. Your team's gonna fall. And you probably don't have retouch here. If I'm thinking silver gold, you don't have retouch. They might try, but I don't think you have it. Nah, your team didn't do it. Didn't go for it, which, I mean, I don't blame.
The payload has reached
I don't blame for no retouch. Okay. Hopefully we set up top of ship or high ground of some sort. Farah is looking like she is. Sim here? Ah! That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen a Sim on this part of the map before in all my days. Were you gonna catch him? Don't know. Good luck, I suppose. But okay, you're still here. Let's go back to your perspective. Let's see how you're doing. Okay, D.Va goes up. You better leave that D.Va alone. 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 DM. Did you not have it? DM that Moira orb. Make that Moira have no value. Okay, so we're looking at the D.Va. We're not looking at any of the supports, and everybody is sitting on card doing absolutely nothing. Not afraid of you at all. Yum. You missed it. It's okay. You're still hitting that D.Va. You love going for the tanks, don't you? Ooh, die. Ooh, you're on a save, dude. Now you can go for D.Va. Now you can go for D.Va. Now you go for support. Now you go for support. Now you go for support. No fade. Go. Killer. Go. Amazing nade. Hold on. My support, why are we here? Miss. Got it.
Thank you.
Miss. Got it. Missed. Yeah, see, we can't miss 50% of the shots. You might as well just not miss. You might as well just not make any shots if we're gonna miss 50%. You had nano. Not saying you had to use nano here. But let's look at this. Let's look at this here. If they have a good enough team fight here, if Cart is anywhere around this area here, see it says warning? That means warning, they're about to cap point. Okay? And I know at higher level games, you usually can stall, even if it's this close. But if we're thinking silver gold here, the likelihood your teammate is going to want to go in and do anything is very low. So just know that. You have lost 2. D.Va's just ulted. Okay? You have 4 ults. D.Va's ulted. Gets back mech. People are low. You're gonna land a good nade here. You're still too close to the team, but you land a good nade. They do only have 2 left. You really should not have to use nano. But you do see your tank's health going down. There's only 3 of you left. Your tank is getting rolled because your Ana and Pharah can't hit their shots. You do kill the Moira, which is, I guess, a good stagger. And you do kill him. Okay. Well, now your D.Va's demeched. So, I hope your D.Va gets their mech back fast. So, yeah. It's probably a good save on Nano, but you also don't want to be sitting with 5 ults sometimes. I hope we get the mech back soon. Mech is nice. That Pharah just free range? Oh no, that's your Pharah. Yeah, Ana, you're got more gut than I do, but you probably got more deaths than I do. Being down there. You find I can see you, you're looking everywhere. I see you, you're like, where are they gonna come from? I don't know, they're all around me. If you weren't sitting up there, you wouldn't have to think about that. Ana should be playing either where the sim is, or back here on boxes. Yeah. She's Symmetra by herself. I don't know what to say about that.
Initiating defense matrix.
You're way too far up on her. Your team needs you to heal them and needs you not to take damage. You don't need your diva doing random DM for you for nothing. Yeah, no, you got no DPS. And I don't know where your Zen went, but I'm guessing he's dead. Yeah, he died. Yeah, y'all are... They know exactly where you are. It's easy kill. Y'all will die.
Much obliged.
Yahi param vastavikta hai.
Shim's gonna try and go to point. She's doing what she can to touch the point. You see that, you recognize that, so you're gonna go in.
Justice reigns from
DM
above.
your...
Jordan the forecast.
Okay, you're lucky they didn't all look at her and kill her.
Apagando las luces.
That's unfortunate.
Nothing gets past me.
Pass
Scale the
into the
Mahal.
unknown.
Okay, okay.
Nerf this.
I can't judge too much when we're stalling point. Oh, well. Again, Ana should never be touching cart. Never. Should never be on payload, never touch cart. Ana should be up where the far is right now. Or down here in boxes to heal.
Nothing gets past me.
If Ana, you're in a safe spot, you're healing, and all of a sudden everybody on point dies, you just don't touch point. That's it. You just back up or die.
Nerf this.
It's high noon.
What's happening here?
Come here, Toki. 끼고 있네. 너 사고 칠 준비된 사람.
You're the last one left. Not much you can do. I'll excuse a lot of stuff that happens when we're just trying to touch. Shoot some HP. Oh, you better get out of there.
Reached the checkpoint.
Mercy, oh no, you better. And I got a mercy. I'm just definitely gonna take advantage of that.
Cannot escape.
From what I've seen so far, I definitely do think that the diva has the enemy diva has a better idea of how to take advantage of opportunities than you do. But I don't think I would consider it throwing. I think there's a lot of things you need to work on with your diva. Recognizing those opportunities and going in. Stop playing as if like you're afraid that your team and your backline is gonna need your help. Like they'll ask for help. If they need help, they'll say something. Otherwise, like you can't always worry about that. You have to start setting up opportunities to enable your DPS to do something. Your Reaper's throwing. There's 3 people on him. What the heck? What is he doing? Jim's got this. He's used all of his abilities. Ana, don't go in that room. Ana, do not go in that room. Do not go in that room. Now everybody had to turn and look because Ana was in trouble. And they're just pushing payload. You should be on them. Your whole team should be on the people on payload. We're no fade. You better hook her. Go for that hook. Oh. Yeah.
Calling in the big gun.
Now your supports are separated. You just have a way better idea of how to take advantage of people who are out of position and taking advantage of opportunities when they see it, or your team's not. Oh, hello, Kitty. You don't need to VOD with you. I'm VOD with you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, touching point, I'm not going to judge stuff too much for this, just because...
Payload is approaching its destination.
Purified.
Mistake. Get their backline. You should be rushing their backline. Even in Fury Rush, you should be in their backline. Your Reaper's trying, he's just bad. Ooh, he's going. Nice.
Apagando las luces.
Virus.
Round 1 complete.
Okay. Let's see what the world brings
Initiating
on
match.
attack.
Ready for battle.
They told you to counter,
Particle cannon online.
so you went
Let's
Zarya.
run them over.
I do think
Fiscal
counter watch
privet.
is a thing. Definitely is. I'd be lying if it wasn't. But
Hello.
is that the answer? No. It's not. It's not the answer.
5,
Привет.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings.
Attackers incoming.
I know this is 0.5
Escort
speed.
the payload.
Getting a little pokey poke. They got a Sigma. They're really gonna try and keep you away from their backline. Let's see if they succeed in that. You go up. Oh. Okay, kitten. You don't need to be right yet, thank you. Must remove you from the premises.
Hey,
Ah.
Cannot escape me.
I must go back. To see how we initiate this.
Escort the payload.
moving the payload. Backup requested.
Hey, high ground. Don't mind it at all. They're ready for it.
Barrier in place.
Will be endless.
Keep it coming.
Hey, coming up.
Walled.
Try me.
Hey,
Under my protection. Use it.
Alright, I'm gonna go back. Back to when May walled. Okay. So, even if you are not communicating with your team, maybe it's just through text chat. Obviously, they were communicating a little bit, like telling you to counter swap and stuff, but when you're on a more higher level competitive team, we like to think of abilities as opportunity, like moments that you can either take advantage of or just kind of let go. Especially whenever it's the enemy. If there's an ability used or a cooldown used or something, that's an opportunity. And you want to try and take advantage of those opportunities. But it still goes for your team. Your own team. So if you have a teammate that has used a Mei wall, I don't know exactly what it was for, and that's kind of tough. But if you see that Mei wall has been used, maybe it is able to get you a little bit closer without, because imagine Mei wall is kind of a shield, right? And so it's your own little Sigma shield right here. And you have a bubble, so imagine if you were able to get a little closer and do a little more damage to this. Instead of your secondary Pharah, you're able to do a little more beam damage to the Pharah, make her back up a little. Maybe she's not hitting your team then. But being able to use this to your advantage, you see that a Mei wall was used. Can you go up and maybe put a little pressure on this Cass or this Sigma? Can you try to look for the supports who have been untouched literally this whole game? Like just think about it like that. Like it's a wall for you. This is a shield for you that you can maybe sit right here and play around if you wanted to. And you do, but it's late. It's not as quick as I would have liked, because now it's broken and now you're in the open, no shield, and 5 people are staring at you. And I don't know who's behind you. No one. There's no one with you. They're all pushing cart, which having someone force cart under is a good idea, but you're alone. And you got one bubble. So just taking advantage of things that you see either abilities and cooldowns your team is using, and especially punishing the enemy whenever you see them use a cooldown and they have nothing else, and you know they don't. Sigma dropped. No, Sigma dropped. Sigma, okay. Sigma dropped. Sigma's half health. If you were to learn anything from this VOD, it's stop looking at the enemy tank. I don't even care who you are. I don't care who you're going. Especially with, which I know I've heard from several, Mauga is like dominating in the metal ranks. Especially Mauga. Don't look at them. Stop looking at them. Do you know who's up here with you? Okay, so, for example, if I was this Kiri right now, let's see, I was her. I'm her. If you had more people with you, you'd be more of a threat, I suppose. But if my tank just dropped, I'm thinking, oh my, how am I gonna heal him? I'm panicking right now. I am panicking inside because there's a lot of people on point. I can see it from the 2P1 up there, right underneath escort the payload, right there. I know that there's at least 2 people on cart, and my Sigma's the one person for my team on cart. And now I see a Zarya up here. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, oh snap, how am I gonna heal my Sigma? There's a Zarya in my face. Oh, never mind. It's all good, guys. It's all good, never mind. I was, I was panicking, so I'm like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna ever, like, if this Zarya walked on us, that was gonna be bad, but, like, it's all good, guys. It's all good. Only thing I gotta worry about is, what's my tank doing? Ah, yeah. Honestly, though, like, if we lose our tank, we all 4 of us up here. Shit, it's all good. We can just tell it, oh, yeah, we're all right. We're all right. Like, we're good. We're good, yeah. No, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Even if Sigma dies, I mean, we're all right, we're all right. But see, you guys end up killing people, which is great. But just think. It was a choice, and you could have made that choice. You wouldn't have to. But you do have an interesting situation. I'm glad you're going for gas. That's good. That's good. That's good. You guys ended up turning it around, but it didn't have to go that way. You wouldn't have to. You definitely have this game. You have not been making the supports panic in the backline. The backline is not afraid of you at all. You've not been making them panic. I wish you would, though, because tanks have that power. Incredible power to make supports panic and to make DPS panic, the backline panic. You should make every team you face feel like, oh no, the tank just went past me into my backline. They're not going to make it. They should be afraid that they're not going to be able to do anything about you back there. And you're going to mess their team up. You end up capping, that's good. Let me move my stuff. Alright, good thing. We're just running them down. Yep. As Zarya now, your job is not that Pharah. You can bubble someone if they're getting hit by Pharah. If she's on the ground, you can definitely run her down. But she's not your problem right now. There's nothing you can really do about it except bubble someone. Or run her down when she's on the ground. But up there, she doesn't have to be in the sky or on the ground or whatever. She can just live up there for free if you don't pressure her. That's what sucks about this part of the map. You're going up. Pharah is doing damage in your backline. Okay. Moira, you just saw the Moira fade. You should be looking for her.
Огонь по готовности!
We're so lifty.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Watch kill feed. You know the Mercy didn't die. You're watching kill feed, you know she wouldn't die. You wouldn't have died, so.
Pain is inevitable.
You cannot escape me.
Go!
Justice reigns from above.
Thank you. I am grateful.
Team kill.
Your end is within sight.
So something cool you can do with Mei ult. So I would be looking for using either Rush or a Moira ult. If you're thinking about where the card is, you could definitely be Moira ulting next fight to sustain and using Kiri ult here to engage. I would Kiri ult to engage, go as fast as you can into that enemy team, and then throw Blizzard behind them. Because the enemy team is then forced with that, and you could even wall too if you wanted. The enemy team is forced with the decision of, well, do I die or do I get frozen and die? Like they don't have much of a choice here. If you think about where they are, what you see a Reinhardt playing on right side with what you would assume is a Hanzo. I know at least someone can see the Hanzo over here. Imagine if you rushed through Mei ult about right here. They have no choice but to stay over here and get run into by you or run into Blizzard. And even if you didn't want to use Blizzard there, using Rush here and even Mei walling right here, oh my gosh, it'd be crazy. But see, that's high level thinking there. That's a coordinated team, and I know this is comp, but this is things you would start thinking of. And this is things you shouldn't be afraid of calming either. You know, throw Blizzard and choke. But you just kind of walk in, gives them enough time to rotate.
Good. Use it.
They use dragons to back you up. Your May has no icicle. They're gonna be going for May. They just killed your soldier. If May doesn't survive this, you've backed up to help your Kiri. You've turned around to help your Kiri. Not bad. Bubble him. If he can't kill him, that's his fault.
I sent you back.
But now your May's dead. Your soldier's dead. Your May used ult. I respect you trying to do something about it. But you ain't gonna do anything about it. No, you're dead. You and your Kiri's dead because they TP'd in on a Rhine. Big brain. Let's reset. You used one ult out of it. Now you don't have May ult, but that's okay. Hopefully we're rushing or Moira ulting sometime soon. Could do Rush Visor. Rush Visor, that'd be nice.
Let's shove it in their faces. Hello.
Oh, I'm trying to get it on not third person. There we go.
Привет. Привет.
Okay.
Group up with me.
Stuck. Get it moving.
Made manifest.
Soldier's pizza must be done. He wants the game to end.
A taste of poison.
Okay, you know they're all on the ground.
Interdiction. Gathering energy.
You almost have ult too now.
Your end is within my reach.
See, right now,
Warrior in point.
right now, you as the tank are in the fight. You don't have ult. Right now, you are in the fight. You got 5 people staring at you right now. You're in the fight. You aren't gonna live very long because 5 people are staring at you. You know they just used a bunch of ults. Y'all are sitting on 4 ults. What are we doing? That's what I'd be asking. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? The next game? And now we back up. Okay, can we Moira ult him in? Can we Kiri rush engage? Help our soldier. Our soldier recognized this. Our soldier's going, what are we doing standing here? We're all sitting here with ults. Let's do something. So, soldier ults. Okay. And the enemy rushes him. You can bubble him all you want. He's dead. Okay.
Escape me.
So we lost our soldier. Okay. Okay. I know there's nothing you can do. Just know this. Right here. Not really looking at you. I know as tank you have to play those corners. You can't always be in. But like, a team needs to have a little bit of foresight and be able to see that you're trying to start some sort of engage. Maybe you need to be in comms and tell them. That might help. But we can't be sitting here as a support player looking at this. We cannot be sitting on Moira Curio this long. Our DPS just threw their ults out twice to try and get something to happen. Now, I'm not saying their ults were good or well timed at all. But that's what happened. Yeah, they're dead. It's a reset. Okay. Reset. Don't even try for the charge. Just reset. They're looking for charge too. Are you gonna give it to them or are you just gonna reset?
Your end is within my reach.
Now they're gonna be close to building up their ults again.
Payload stalled.
And your team has still been sitting on ults.
Like a gentle rain.
Your Moira, if she would have engaged that first fight, as soon as you won this second point, she probably would have had it again.
The payload is moving with me.
The Curie would be like 60. 60. Throwing? Is that what he's doing right now? You just had a couple bad fights. Still got 3 minutes. Okay, I like to get in this charge there. You're down bubbles though. A lot of arrows going right into your face. Yeah. Yeah. They have ults back. And we are still sitting on Moira Curie ult.
Greetings.
Gotta go.
Use Rev.
A danger for
Физкульт, привет.
It's Moira. This enemy Moira has ult again. She's gonna have ulted twice in the time your Moira hasn't even ulted.
Yes. Hi.
Once.
Big stanger lat.
Payload stuck. Get it moving.
Do your worst. Pain is involving power.
Under my protection. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oh my gosh, the Kitsune!
Moving the payload.
Огонь по готовности.
Well, you got the Rhine. It's the worst person to put in there. They're all gonna ult him. Oh! You killed him. Whatever way you do. And she reses. I don't know why you turned around, but... And we Moira ult finally? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Not good.
Why now? Our whole team died.
I've got
Probably could have bubbled in. Good CC as well. I kind of get not carrying though. She hasn't done a lot. But you're killing. Don't look at that Ryan. Go for the backline. There's nothing you can do against him right now this second. You're just trying to get another pick. Pick for picks. You got team that got picked off, you're going for a pick. Look for that Mercy, not him. Look for that Mercy, not him. Yeah. Now back up a little because you use your bubble. And that's a ride. You just got Suzu'd, so you don't have it. Go for the Rhine, but remember, body blocking. I don't hate, but oh no. Stormer will kill you right now. She's resin. Oh yeah, no, she's Here's the thing, the reason she's so confident in that is there's been no pressure on her all game. No pressure on the Super Dog game, so she didn't have to second guess. Ew. Don't worry about that. You're looking at your supports trying to heal them. They shouldn't be that close anyway. I'll be honest, I don't think I ever really bubble anybody else on Zarya unless I'm playing with like a ulting Pharah. Or there's just like some situation where somebody needs it like in a freak thing that's going on.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I always use it for myself. I don't ever use bubble for somebody else. I've used it to save someone from a Diva Bomb once. I've used Zarya bubble for like a Pharah ulting or a Reaper ulting. I've used it for situations like that, like if I know someone's gonna get focused or someone really needs it desperately, yeah, but I'll never like turn around in that way and give it to somebody when I know my team needs me to be frontline menace.
Привет.
Payload stuck.
Физкульт,
Yeah, we've
привет.
wasted 2 minutes.
Привет.
They're coming up on Sombra. They have Mercy. Y'all have 2 ults coming up. And that's... Oh man.
Receive my aid. Feeble attack.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. really can't do a lot unless you get picks quick.
And I'm
With a Mercy and they need to be worried about that. You can't. The Ryan knows Ryan knows that you're looking back, so he's pushing up. He's confident in that. Mercy's even confident. See, there's no pressure on her. She don't care. Just unfortunate. You can't worry about Sombra. Sombra's not your problem. You have no bubbles now.
30 seconds remaining.
I know they're yelling at you. I know that they're saying you're throwing. You're not counter swapping or doing things enough. Nah, it's. Can't worry about it that way. You're looking at someone who's not a threat. The threat is the supports running free. You're looking for. But it can't be your fault that a Sombra can kill 2 in your backline. It's not your fault. That's not your fault. If Sombra can get away with killing 2 in your backline and being free, it's not your fault.
An eldritch blessing.
freeze! Don't move!
She dies.
Overtime.
No, it's not your fault. Are there things you could do better? Some of the tips that I've told you throughout this VOD?
Our future
Oh, yeah.
will be forged by unity.
Definitely. There's definitely things that you can work on to increase your success that you might feel playing tank. But for them to say that you were the one who threw that game because you weren't counter watching enough, no. Now, do I feel like there are better heroes for some maps? For sure. I do feel like there's better heroes for some maps. I just feel like people find more success on those maps, but some of the advice that I've heard, some of the tanks that I play with in some of my leagues that I'm in, give each other is you can play any tank you want into any one you want. And immediately, like, so, like, if, like, when you were starting out on, let's say, you were Zarya into a Sig. Starting out on Zarya into Sig, as soon as you see the enemy switch tanks, you should feel a little bit of an ego boost. Just a little. Because they felt like they had to swap to something else. And usually when it's a tank, it's because of you. Now, there are some moments where, like, if you're a Winston into a pretty good Reaper that's killing you a lot, then yeah, I could see your swap was mostly because of that DPS. But you as a tank should feel I was able to get them in some way. They felt like they couldn't run that hero against me. So I need to play this hero the best I can play this hero. Because they are swapping heroes to try and do what they can to beat me, to be better than me. And so I am, like, not that you should play cocky or anything, but you need to think that, wow, now I need to really buckle down and do the best I can on this hero. That also leads me to another thing. Counter swapping. I don't agree with telling people they need to play a hero, well, just because they're good against this person. I believe in, just like those tanks shared advice for, I believe in playing who you're good at, because I think we can really outshine other people, even if they're on counters to us. I think we can outshine other people whenever we're comfortable and doing well on the hero we know. I know there's some Genji players who can outshine and do really well even against teams that have Moiras on them who are countering them. I know divas who do really well against Zaryas. I know a Rhine player, he's on my team, who doesn't feel afraid of going against the Ramatra. And it's because he knows that he's put in the time, has put in the work, and he feels comfortable on Rhine. And he's played up against different matchups and learns how to get better at that hero against counters. And also knows, like, if he needs to swap because that person's simply better, that's what happens. But I don't know. Like, that's my thought of it. I don't think you threw. I just think that it's an unfortunate thing that your teammates were so rude. They were cruel. They were not very nice. Thinking it was all your fault. It's easy to point the finger at everybody else. People don't like to look at themselves, but your DPS were crap. Your supports weren't the best either. Yeah. I think you did what you could in a lot of those situations, and then I gave you some tips as well on how I think you can personally improve just so that you are performing better on your role. That's that. That's all I have.